Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards, recording on my phone because when I tried to record a video just now on my tablet, it's for some reason just stopped recording, failed to save the video. I had just opened 4 skull packs with the triple rewards. But yeah, for the next 3 days we have triple cards in all the victory skull packs that you get for winning games. And then also, if we go over to the shop, these 3 bundles of cards that you can get with the plasma have the contents tripled. Now it's the battalion box that is the most interesting here. 2,250 plasma for a total of 1,500 cards, which pull from the entire general card pool available to your rank. So I'm just going to buy a box here. We're going to open it up and I'm going to flip through all these cards, and it's going to take forever. But to make it a little more interesting, maybe from each page I'll pick out one card that I think is the best of that bunch. It's only going to display, I think, 9 cards at a time. So it's going to be a pretty long video. Strap yourselves in, and hopefully we get some good stuff. It is the normal drop rate, so legendaries are 0.75%. So on average, with 1,500 cards, you'd be getting maybe like 11 legendaries or so. We'll see if we are above or below average in regards to legendaries, but here we go. Alright, so it is 56 pages of cards, and I could skip through all the cards I already own, but that's no fun, so we're gonna just open them one page at a time here. Got 20 coins randomly. Oh, I think that must be because I have like a max level card now. I think that is why I got the coins. If you have a card at max level, any more copies you get just get converted into coins, depending on their rarity. Alright, so from this bunch, nothing really that amazing, but yeah, the Stealth Drone, no taunt, definitely a useful one for the Tau faction. Alright, page number 2. Let's see what we get here. I'd say maybe the Plague Surgeon here with Medicae is definitely a useful one for Chaos. Page number 3. And a lot of these cards, actually, they're ordered, I think, in the order that they were kind of released in the game, I think. So these are all like super old cards that have been around since the game was first released. From this bunch, nothing really stands out at all, actually, but I will say the Drukhari Akathist, which used to have regeneration, was a pretty terrible card, but now with poison, it's a bit more useful because poison deals quite a bit of damage. Page 4. Personal favorite here to run alongside Yarrick, the Lehman Russ Battle Tank. This is just a really great, cool card. Page 5. The one that I use the most from this bunch, I would say, is the Warwalker, which combos really well with any ranged deck, obviously. Being able to reuse that Scout with Lilith can also be quite good. It used to actually have a melee attack, but at some point they dropped the melee attack and now it's just ranged only. Page number 6. One of the most useful ones is actually the little Gretchen here, which used to have Endless, but then they changed the trait to Taunt. So 3-point Taunt, he can't absorb that much damage, but it is a pretty useful card. Page 7. Yeah, definitely going to have to give this one to the Imperial Navigator with Psionic Blast. It's one of the, I think maybe the cheapest Psyker with Psionic Blast in the game. So yeah, very good value from that one. Page 8 of the Commons. This is a pretty tough one. There are some solid cards, like the Snazwagon with Shields is quite good. I do like using the Venom Crawler at the bottom with Taunt. But I gotta say, this guy with Deathblow, man, the amount of damage that this 11-point card can do is ridiculous. So, yeah, he takes the cake there. Page 9. Okay, we got like the Tau Pathfinder with Precision Shot. That one's pretty good. But I think for the Necrons, the Tomb Blade is quite good. Used to deal like no damage, but they gave it a pretty massive buff. So it deals good damage and has Scout, which is just a useful trait, especially for Necrons. Page 10. Another melee Space Marine here, the Deathwatch Biker with Scout. This one also has really good stats. Thanks to, it goes back to that Deathwatch Battle Pass they did, where they just buffed these guys through the roof. Oh, I think actually the Tech Marine was in there. That one should have been number 1, actually, with the Medicae. Page 11. Okay, well, that one was staring me right in the face in the center there. 4-point Medicae card with, for Servants of the Emperor, obviously the MVP here. Page 12. Okay, we got a number of taunt cards, actually. The shield drone for Tau is really good. Man, actually, yeah, a lot of these are quite good. I will highlight this one, though, 5-point taunt card. The Crusader for Servants of the Emperor, also very useful. Oh, there's also the Endless guy, the Tempestus Scion in the center. That one's really good for certain Servants of the Emperor decks as well. Page 13. Yeah, there's not really anything that amazing here. This is a pretty fun one, the Death Dread with Berserk. Not really an amazing card, I don't actually use it anymore. But with Mozrog, it can be pretty fun if you don't have better options. Page 14, anything good here? Not so much. Yeah, there's really nothing from this page. Page 15. Okay, got some pretty good ones there, like the Deathwing Knight with Taunt. I think the Spirit Seer, though, with Medicae for 10 points is quite good for Eldari. Page 16. The Storm Talon Gunship, just for the sheer amount of firepower. That one is a fun one to use for maybe lower ranking players who want to have some fun with the Tomeron. Page 17. Okay, he's got some decent shooting in here. The Cryptothorl is a pretty useful one, though. 8-point taunt for Necrons. Page 18. Yeah, definitely the Ripper Swarm. Gonna give it to this one here. 3-point Medicae for Tyranids. All the cheap Medicae and taunt are getting the highlights here. And I think the same goes with this one, the Razorwing Flock up here. Just another very useful card that you can fit into a lot of decks for Eldari. Page 20. The Fire Prism. This one used to have Barrage. Got his trait switched to Precision Shot, so it combos better with Lilith now. That one can be pretty powerful. Page 21. Another big aircraft here. It's the Nephilim Jet Fighter with Big Game Hunter. This is one that gets used pretty often with Tomeron by sort of lower to mid ranking players, I think. Page 22. Got some pretty good ones like the Command Barge. We got the 5 or 6 point Medicae for Servants of the Emperor, but another good Eldari ranged unit is the Shroud Runner. Really excellent stats and ranged scout. Page 23. Kind of unique option for Space Marines, though, is the Sternguard Veteran, which does have a pretty powerful attack and poison, so this one can dish out some pretty good damage. Page 24. We got some bigger taunt units, but yeah, I mean, this one is probably the most useful overall. The Warp Smith, 18 points with 2 attack types for Chaos. Quite useful. Page 25. I suppose maybe this guy. 6 point. He's the cheapest melee scout that Space Marines have, I believe. I don't actually personally use him. I prefer the Wolf. Okay, well, we got some pretty good stuff here, though. Like some really cheap Deathblow cards. We got really cheap Medicae. I guess we'll probably give it once again to the cheap Medicae, the Reanimator for Necrons. Page 27. The Neurogaunt with Taunt can be kind of useful, though, for Tyranids. Page 28, I think we're, halfway through now? I think this mid-cost Ghost Arc for Necrons is quite good. Still a bit of a low level for me to be using, but one I have used in like max level events. Oh man, there's that Space Marine Scout with the Heavy Bolter. That guy is actually super good. Page 29. Yet another cheap taunt here. 6-point Lugger for the Leagues of Votan. Page 30. Okay. The Brood Brother. Tyranids have no shortage of cheap cards with Endless. This is a newer one. But yeah, this guy can combo pretty well with the Supreme Commander Gosar. Page 31. I'm noticing a lot of these newer cards. They're either kind of useless or kind of do something that has already existed, so really not a whole lot of point to a lot of these, honestly. Page 32. I guess the Death Jester is alright with Fear. 14-point card with Fear. I generally don't really like having Fear on cheaper cards, but this one also does do quite a bit of damage. Page 33, oh, we're actually getting to the rares now. Alright, and that means warlords are starting to pop up as well. Maybe I'll just focus on the bodyguards when picking things out. So I think the Howling Banshee Exarch, this is a really great one with Deathblow. Page 34, okay, we got the Tervagon there. Yep, another cheap Medicae for Tyranids, the Biophagus. Card I include in almost every Tyranid deck. Got the Cryptek there as well for Necrons. Page 35. Okay, some interesting stuff here. I do like the dog, Aximilian, but we gotta highlight the Dakajet here, which I think went down in points recently. Still doesn't have very much health, but man, that thing can really dish out the damage. Page 36. Yeah, nothing very good from this bunch. I do like dogs though, so Cyberwolf gets my vote. Page 37. Well, actually, nothing that great from this set either. I guess maybe the Dark Reaper Exarch, just for lack of any better cards. It's one I do include, though, in some of my ranged Eldari decks. Parasite of Mortrex, really amazing warlord, obviously. I will say this XV9 battlesuit with shields is pretty useful, though. Pretty tanky. Page 39. Alright, Huron Blackheart there. The Iron Master with Medicae. Capable fighter as well. Page 40. We've got Trazen and Illic Nightspear. I don't know, I do like Von Ryan's Leaper now that I have it at a pretty high level. I've been using this one quite a bit more in my melee decks. Page 41. Okay, we got that cheap healer for Eldari, or Drukhari, showing up here. Really excellent card for the Eldari roster. Page 42. Nothing that incredible. But yeah, the Repulsor Executioner, that's a pretty cool one. If you level this one up, it can really dish out some damage. Page 43. The Raven Guard Librarian and Phobos armor with Psychic Scout. This one is actually pretty good when leveled up. Page 44, getting to the epics now. We got Commander Shadowsun, the regular version. This Magus with Poison is a unique and pretty decent option. Page 45 of the epics. We got Zephyr Blade. Well, from here, okay, we got the Shadow Seer with shields for Eldari. That one's quite good. This guy I see all the time, though. Inquisitor Koteaz, obviously, with like Greyfax and whatnot. He's actually not really that much stronger at the max level than he is just a few levels lower, because like he has all of his psychic upgrades like towards the beginning. So like once he gets to level 6, he just does a lot of damage, but then beyond that, he doesn't actually improve that much more. Page 46, we got Canis Viridian and Tolmeron. We're getting some big stuff in here. Some solid stuff. We got Lucius the Eternal. I will say the Sunshark Bomber, though. This one is an amazing card for the Tau. Really can dish out the damage. Page 47 of the epics. We got Nemazor Zondrik and the Jackal Alphys. And, ooh, Malgan Ra. One of my favorite Eldari cards there. With the Precision Barrage. That's an amazing card. Page 48. Okay, we got Shazo Relay. Do like the Bone Breaker quite a bit, that thing. This is a fun one. Page 49. Got Zadgrot Wartsnaga and the Psyker Warlord for Leagues of Votan. And for bodyguards, I will say probably this guy. The Felgor Ravager Shaman with as a Psyker with Medicae. Quite good for Chaos. Page 50, we're getting close to the end here. Oh, just a few more pages to go. From this bunch, got some pretty good cards there, like the Harpy, the Vindicare Assassin with Deadshot, the Land Raider with Taunt. But I do think the Sororitas Exorcist with Precision Barrage is the better one, at least once you get it past level 9. Page 51. Okay, some really new stuff here. The Gargant Smasher. with the Inspiring Presence and Endless. This is a good one once you get it to the higher levels. And we're finally getting to the legendary, and wow, we're already getting to the legendaries at page 52 with still a few more pages to go. This could be a pretty crazy pack here. Got some brand new cards that I didn't have before. Yeah, the Honored Aonkais, Invocation of the Elements, one of the few Tau cards with Medicae, also has Inspiring Presence. And then the derpy Sidonian Scatros. From here, what is the... Well, Supreme Commander Abaddon, I'll take another one of those for sure. Best overall bodyguard from this bunch, I think, would have to go to Tigurius. Just an extremely tanky Psyker who can also deal a ton of damage. Alright, next page. Oh, okay. I forgot about the wild cards. I was really excited there, but not as many legendaries. Now, did I get... Oh, I wasn't actually counting. Was that like 4 or 5 legendaries on the previous page? And just 4 more here. I did get some new cards that I don't already have, though, which is nice. We got Asmodai, Master of Repentance. He's not that great, but he looks cool. And same goes with the Salamander's Captain Vulcan Hestan. And we got Supreme Commander Ghostar and the Hierophant Biotitan. And then I just got a ton of wild cards. Several pages of wild cards. So hopefully I got some legendary wild cards. We'll see. Just one more page after this. And okay, so I did get some legendary wild cards. We'll see what they're for. Space Marines and Servants of the Emperor. The Imperium stands strong. So going back and recounting all the legendaries, I got a total of 15 legendaries here, which is well above average. So a couple of new cards, and definitely a lot of useful cards. Will I actually be able to upgrade anything from all those cards I got? Who knows? But yeah, that was my very long-winded pack opening of the Battalion box. Definitely pretty good value, especially with the triple card bonus. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.